Hi everyone, this is Anastasia, and I'm here to talk about spirituality in relation to our everyday choices and in relation to the life that we desire, the life that we dream to have. And I'm a channeler, I'm an energy healer, I'm an author. I guide people towards their power, their inner power, and my message to people is that there is nothing, literally nothing impossible in this life. Nothing is impossible. With a few conditions though. Only if you put away your fears. That was number one. And number two, condition number two is only if you believe in yourself. Only if you truly believe that once you try something new, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how new it is, no matter how silly it might look to others, as long as you step into this abyss, as long as you believe that you will be able not to fall down but to fly, trust me, you will fly. Because there is nothing impossible. And I'm talking about this now because I literally changed my destiny in 8 months. Literally. It's like I burnt myself down to ashes only to rebuild myself all over again, only to discover who I truly am. And you know what? When you trust in the path that you walk, when you trust that you are not alone on this path, you are guided, you are literally guided every single step of your path. Every single step was meant to happen for you, exactly the way it happened. And every single distraction that you encountered along this journey was meant to be encountered. It was meant to be there. So when you look at this, at your life from this standpoint, you realize that in reality, there is no fear. Fears do not exist. I'm telling you, all your fears are over here. Fears don't exist. But in order to truly believe that, in reality, there is no fear and there is nothing to be scared of, you need to develop this trust. You need to develop the trust that there is that higher force that's at play, that's actually guiding you. And you know what? The curious thing is that we tend to think that we know what's best for us. We tend to assume that, okay, so I achieved this, I don't know, like I buy that house or I got that $1 million check. And that's it. Like that is it. That will be it. Like I'll be happy. And then you know what? The funniest thing is that you get that $1 million check, you buy that house, you buy that new car, like a really expensive car, just like me. And in the past, that was my past. And you know what? And then at some point you realize that there is one thing that's an important one that's missing. And you know what it is? Not necessarily though, but very likely. It was in my case. It was like that in my case. And there was one thing missing. It was happiness. I was not happy. As simple as that. Like one minor detail was missing. Happiness. And to be honest, I don't want to make this video sound sad, because it is not sad at all. If when I look at my past life, I call it my past life because I can barely remember facts from that period of my life, which was only, I'm telling you, it was only 8 months ago. Like only 8 months ago. I remember myself being unhappy, extremely unhappy, and at that point, when I realized that I was unhappy, you know what I did? I said, you know, fuck it. Like, that's not the life I came here to live. That is not the life I came here to live. Like, honestly, if you think about your life, like our lives are not endless, right? Like, we all have that deadline, and the longer we live, that deadline does not move. Like, it's still there. So, like, the time that you will have in this life, when you could be happy, when you could be successful, when you could really make all your wishes, no matter how big or small, come true, is slowly decreasing. It is decreasing. So why not just at some point, just like wake up and start to be honest to yourself. Like, literally, you are your only friend. You are your best friend. You are, if you think about it, you are the only person in the whole world who will always be there for you and who will always be there with you from day one till the last day of your life, to your very last breath. So why not start thinking about that person? Why not start talking to that person? Why not start just asking that person, like, hey, what's up? How are you feeling today? Are you happy? What could I do for you to make you feel happy about your day today? What will make you happy? What will make you at least a little bit happier today? What will make you feel lighter? What will make you feel encouraged? What will inspire you? What will fill you with love? What will fill you with imagination, creativity, joy, whatever it is? People tend to wait for someone to come and make them feel happy. Women tend to wait for men to make them happy. Men tend to wait for women to bring them love, to be the only ones responsible for love. However, the truth is that every single person, like each one of us, wants to feel happy and loved. And you know what? The only person responsible to bring this to you is you. Each one of us are responsible for our own happiness. And when you start talking to your own self, when you start asking yourself, what will make me happy? What could be that little thing that could make me happier today? And just do that. Trust me, most precious things in life don't cost a penny. They cost nothing. And when you discover what it is, it could be something from your childhood. Like me, I always wanted to have swings when I was a kid. And I never had my own swings. And you know what? Now, as I literally spend most of my time being happy, I often go just to the swings that I have here in close to my house, and trust me, if you want something, you'll find it. And these are such minor things. These are such inexpensive things. Like for me, going to the swings only cost my time, but I value my time by the amount of energy I spend. And as long as I didn't spend energy, but rather I gained energy, it means that I didn't lose anything. I won. Because on this energy, I can now go and create and even record this video. So why don't you just start talking to your own self? That will be your first homework. Why don't you just start asking yourself, how am I feeling? Am I comfortable with where I am? Is this the life I always wanted to have? Ask yourself, is this the life that will bring you to the accomplishment of your plans? Does the life you currently live align with your dreams? Do you really do what you love doing? Because you know what? The funniest thing is that most people, they believe that this life is hard. Like it has to be hard. Like there is no way it cannot be hard. Like you always need to struggle. Like you always need to compromise. You always need to do this and that. And all these you need to literally just creates that tiny prison, like that cell where you put yourself in. At the same time, these are your limits. These are the limitations that are illusionary, because this is just your paradigm. But the truth is that you can easily, like in a matter of a second, you could just switch your mind to an understanding that, you know what, I don't like this. Like whatever it is, like I don't like it. I want things to be different. Like I want my life to be different. And again, like some moves are really life-changing. Yes, that's true. That was my case. But I knew I had to go through whatever I went through only because I would have to pass this knowledge of my experience further to others. Because I needed to go through whatever shit I went through, because that was my way of getting that experience. And now my mission is to help you avoid all those difficulties I've been through. I don't want your life to be that difficult as it was in my case. Because in my case, I had to destruct everything in my life. But you don't have to. You don't have to. You could still try to do things differently and to get a different result. And to get to that state I'm currently in, that state of happiness, lightness, trust, joy, by choosing a slightly easier path. Easier only if you do the work. Only if you choose to be conscious, only if you choose to really listen to your own desires to your soul. And the first step that I had to take to get to the life I currently live was to learn to love myself. And I learned to love myself being surrounded by the people who were saying that this is selfish, like you are arrogant, how can you be so selfish? And I heard this from the closest members of my family, from the closest people. And obviously, the words you hear from those people that are dear to you, obviously they hurt most. But if not for my consciousness, if not for my wisdom that I was literally so lucky to possess in this life, and I am lucky to possess it in this life, if not for that, obviously a lot of things could have been even worse. But no, it took me 8 months to literally rebuild myself, and not only myself. I rebuilt my relationships with my parents, with my mom, with my dad. I literally rediscovered my own self. What I discovered about myself is simply impossible to believe, because I would never even think about having that kind of capabilities, that abilities that I possess now. Being a channeler is a very interesting thing, to be honest, and discovering it and developing this talent really well in a matter of months. This is unprecedented. I would say this is not a common story. 100%. That is not a common story, because for some people even one life is not enough to even understand what life lesson they're going through. But in my case, my growth happened so fast, incredibly fast. To be honest, I kind of believe, it's only recently that I realized, having watched one interesting play. I went to the theater, and that play revealed to me what I did within 8 months, and I was surprised. I was literally shocked at my own self, because I haven't heard any other stories of someone literally rewriting their destiny that quickly, except for that character in the play, which resembled me of my own self. So, okay guys, I'm gonna wrap up. I'm getting a little bit tired, and if you liked my message, if you want to know more about spiritual growth and how incredibly amazing it is, and what benefits you get in life, and how beautiful and insanely incredible and interesting your life gets. So if you want to know more about this, please subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up, like this video. I'll appreciate your comments. If you have anything to say, you're more than welcome. And I hope to see you in my next videos. Thank you and bye.